Hey everybody, I'm Uli. So I'm using this channel to keep track of my language learning and acquisition. And this is the rundown of my first week pursuing French. Now, I began the week with looking for tools that accommodate my learning style. My learning style is to listen and analyze, so I thought podcasts would be a great way to start. I found a podcast called Little Talks in Slow French, in which the host of the show speaks slowly, but she also offers transcripts. The topics of her reading material are just current events, history. There was a really nice episode I've listened to was about samurais, and it was really neat stuff. But I like the exposure of the audio and the written language that I've received, and I've really enjoyed analyzing the written text, and I've noticed that there are many words that are similar or the same as English words, just pronunciations were different. So it was just really nice to have that visual and audio input. The analysis were fantastic. The first day I found this podcast, I ended up listening to 3 of her shows, and I really was enamored and really enjoyed it. The second tool out of the 5 tools that I have found, the second tool was an app called Language Exchange. Now, this is a teacher-student conversation based lesson, and there are 40 lessons in French. There are 40 lessons, and they're about 8 to 10 minutes long. What I enjoy about this app was it was not a very deep dive into sentence analysis, but just a mild dive into the sentence structure while you're conversing. I hear a train, but bear with me here. Really like that one. The third app I used, the third tool was another app called DUOLINGO. Seems like everybody and their brother knows about that app, but it also seems like a controversial app to use. Some people say use it, some people say don't use it, some people even say you're using it wrong, and everybody has their opinions. But my first week of using Duolingo, I was really impressed. I don't regret using Duolingo. I like the visual, the audio input, the constant repetition. At the end of the week, I was able to distinguish when to use il, when to use elle, when to use, the masculine and the feminine, how that affects the spelling, or how that affects the pronunciation of words. It was really nice. I really like Duolingo. Now, the fourth tool in my bag was another YouTube channel called The Reading Rabbit. So the host of that channel, she reads children's books, and you see a children's book on the screen, and she reads them, flips through them, and she will translate every page. So I really enjoyed listening to one of her books called, forget what it's called, but it's about a rabbit who likes shapes, and it's really fun. Cute stories, really fun. And the last tool was another YouTube channel called French Mornings with Elisa. Now, she speaks a little bit faster for my level of total beginner. However, she offers transcripts with her shows, and she is just a very personable individual that I just stuck around through several of her episodes. So I'm just gonna follow her and listen to her fluid and organic French. That I just was enamored with her personality, and it was just such a not a bubbly, but just a very personable individual that I'm just going to keep on listening to her conversations and reading some of her transcripts that she offers on her website. But yeah, so those are my 5 tools that I used this week, and some things I do while I listen is I take little notes. Like this is this morning's notes on from the Language Exchange app. So basically, I hope you can see that well. Basically, I structure my sentences right here. Here is just little translation like j'ai vu, j'ai pu, j'ai taught, so I just translate them, and I have my little markings of when to pronounce the letter at the end, when not to. It's just, so that's like part of my analysis. But having that app, like the language exchange app, as you can see, I'm already writing stuff down, and I'm already just retaining information through speaking and writing and listening. So I have all these inputs, and I'm able to retain most of the information. So first week went super well. The main takeaway here was that I needed to find tools, was that I found tools for my learning style. So whatever your learning style is, find the tools to accommodate your learning style. That would be my number one tip. And then go from there. If you'd like to follow along with my journey, feel free to subscribe. But until next time, bye-bye.